Hey everyone, welcome to the live and welcome to Quality Shot. Now you're probably wondering what I am doing here on the live for Quality Shot. I am covering for Fizan today, so I am going to be covering the main event and the undercard for the Jazza Dickens versus the Kid Galahad fights. Now right now we are just about to see the ring walks for the Nick Webb versus Fabio Wardley fight. The commentary is just about to start and we're about to get both boxers coming into the ring. Guys, whoever's watching this, please in the comment section, let us know who you think is going to win this fight and what you think the result's going to be. This is going to be an interesting fight. So please, guys, let us know in the comments what you think. So here we go. Nick Webb versus Fabio Wardley. And the ring walk is just about to start. Guys who are watching the live, please, in the comment section, let us know who you think is going to win and what you guys think the result's going to be. So just a little bit of background on both boxers. So starting with Nick Webb, he's got a very good record of 19 fights and 17 wins. Sadly, he's got 2 losses, which were by knockout, but he's still got a very good record. Fabio Wardley, he's got an absolutely clean record of 11 wins from 11 fights and 10 of which were by knockout. So almost a clean knockout streak as well. Wardley's actually got some good names under the belt, such as Richard Yarty and Eric Molina, who he KO'd both. Nick Webb has also got some decent fighters on there as well, but he did lose to people like Dave Allen and Kamil Sokolowski. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen tonight. So we've just had Nick Webb into the ring and Fabio Wardley is just about to start the ring walk. Both boxers look very relaxed but very serious about it. It'll be an interesting fight and I'm looking forward to this. Here we go. And Fabio Wardley is just about to start the ring walk. Here you go. You see him walking in. Again, looks to be in really good shape, really good condition. His last fight, he beat Eric Molina on March this year, and that was by knockout. And as you guys probably know, Eric Molina, he's been known to be in the fights with some of the big dogs, such as Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Sadly, he lost to these guys, but still credit to him for being in the ring with those sort of people. Now, can Wardley keep his unbeaten record clean tonight? Or will Nick Webb give him his first loss? Let's see what happens. And guys watching, there's a few of us watching, so please, guys, in the comment section, let us know what you guys think is going to be the outcome for this fight. I'll be monitoring the comments. Charlie Thompson just says, hello, mate. Hi there. Hi, Charlie. Charlie, let us know what you think the outcome is going to be of this fight. It'll be interesting to get everyone's verdict. I'll say right now, I think my money is probably on Fabio Wardley just because of his unbeaten record. I feel like anyone who's got that unbeaten record will do whatever they can to keep it as clean as possible. But this fight could go either way. Just another, so I gave the summary earlier, but just to give another summary to those who have just joined. So Nick Webb, he's had 19 fights, 17 of those were wins, but 2 of those were sadly losses, and those losses were by knockout. So he has had the tough end of the fights as well by being knocked out. Fabio Wardley has got a clean record of 11 fights and 11 wins, 10 of which were by a knockout. And here we go. They're just having a face-off in the ring right now. Wardley looks very tense, very serious. I'm watching it on DAZN app right now. So guys, you can watch this fight right now through the DAZN app. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but it's only $1.99 per month for a subscription. So you can watch this live through there right now if you wish. And here we go. It looks like the fight's just about to start. Both boxers look to be in quite good shape, fairly lean. Fabio Wardley's from Ipswich. Nice. Not too far from where I am. Hey guys, so for those of you who have just joined into the live, we are just about to start the Nick Webb versus Fabio Wardley undercard event. So these two are heavyweights, and then after this, it's going to be the main event, because the main event is Jazza Dickens versus Kid Galahad. I'll give the insights on Jazza Dickens and Galahad soon, but let's focus on this one now, which is Webb versus Wardley, and the fight is just about to begin. Let us know, guys, what you think in the comment section on how you think this fight's going to turn out. And here we go. The fight started. 10 rounds of 3 minutes each. A bit of a toss-up, bit of a tangle. Both of them look like they're going to try go for it early. Oh, Wardley's throwing some big punches already. I feel like these two both want to try go for the knockout by the looks of it, but they have to be really careful. Wardley swinging in quite big already. This doesn't look like a feel-up round. It looks like they're both going for it quite early, throwing punches in straight away. Most boxers, they tend to just start with jabs early on in the first round, but now they're already going with the hooks, going in with the right hook, right crosses. They're clinching already quite early. So who have I got winning this fight? So I personally think Fabio Wardley is going to win this. I do think, just based on his record, based on the people that he's beaten as well, I'd like to say Wardley. But don't get me wrong, Webb's still done really good, and it could go either way. So let's just sort of try to get the distance between each of them right now. So for those of you who are watching, Wardley is in the blue and white, and Webb is in the white and gold. Again, Storm Paul Gortland says, who main event predictions? That's a very good question. So just a little insight on the main event. So Jazza Dickens and Kid Galahad actually have fought before, back in September 2013. And actually Jazza Dickens lost to Kid Galahad. However, my prediction is that I think it's going to go the other way this time. I think Jazza Dickens is going to win this one, based on who he's beaten recently and based on how hard he's trained. Kid Galahad hasn't actually been in a ring for quite a long time, so that could affect him. But hey, it could go either way. Let's see what happens. And just as an FYI, Vizard actually interviewed Jazza Dickens a little while back. So if you go to his channel and scroll back, you will actually see an interview with him. So that'll be interesting to watch. Oh, and this fight is already over. I actually missed that. Fabio Wardley has just knocked out Nick Webb in the first round. Wow. Wow. This is a first round technical knockout. This is, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I'm going to just update it right now. But wow, this fight is already over. Webb has just been down and been knocked out by Fabio Wardley. Let me just update the banner as we speak. Yes, I'm surprised as well. I was literally reading the comment and I looked across and then Webb was just down and it was over. I was like, wow, okay, that was so quick. I didn't even get a chance to watch it. I need to watch the replay. But yeah, for those of you that are just streaming, Fabio Wardley has just knocked out Nick Webb, and I think this was the first round technical knockout, and that is incredible. I am watching the replay now. So Webb looked like he was throwing some punches, but then Wardley just, oh yeah, Wardley caught him with some good hooks there. Oh yeah, some big punches there. He got him in the corner. And then, yeah, Wardley just went for it. He just threw his hands, went for it, and Webb had his hands down. Webb went down. And I think, yeah, so the referee came in and stopped the fight in the first round. What a surprise. What a fight. Let me just quickly update the banner. So TKO. Fabio Wardley beats Nick Webb for the first round TKO. Here we go. Did I even get that? Nope. Nick. There we go. That's the banner. So for those of you that have just tuned in, it was a real surprise for me. Yes, Afish just said what a surprise. It was a big surprise for me as well. So this undercard has been a 1-round knockout. What an incredible fight. And it just happened so fast. I didn't even see it myself. I had to watch it back in the replay. Wow, so this is going to be yeah, very quick, probably, this live stream. So hey guys, for those of you that have just tuned in, we just finished watching the main undercard for the Dickens versus Galahad fight. So that was Fabio Wardley versus Nick Webb. Fabio Wardley retains his unbeaten record. So out of 11 fights, it goes to 12 fights and 12 wins. And Nick Webb now takes his 3rd loss here against Wardley. So it was 2 minutes into round number 1 where Fabio Wardley beat Nick Webb by technical knockout. So Nick Webb actually went down and the referee stopped it. And yeah, I don't think it was a controversial decision or anything. When I watched that replay, Webb had his hands down. He was taking a lot of damage. Even if he got up after that knockdown, I still think it would have ended for him. It was very strange. It was almost like he gave up halfway into that fight because he had his guard down. He didn't really throw much back. You know, and it's surprising because Webb actually looked very good coming into this ring. But yeah, congratulations to Fabio Wardley. Wow. So guys, now it's going to be the main event. So let's talk about the main event. I was just given a brief introduction on it earlier. So this is Jazza Dickens versus Kid Galahad 2. So they have already they've already fought back in 2013, where Kid Galahad beat Jazza Dickens by technical knockout in round number 10. This was in Rotterdam in England. So quite a few years later, they meet again. I'm not sure why specifically it's them two that are meeting again, but I do think Jazza Dickens has a good chance of relieving his loss against Kid Galahad. You know, they've both had a lot of fights recently, but Kid Galahad hasn't fought in about 6 months, so this could affect him. So if I had to take a guess, I actually think it's going to be revenge from Jazza Dickens, and I think he will beat Kid Galahad. Guys who are watching the live stream, let me know in the comments what you guys think on your predictions. If you put your predictions in the comments, I'll put them up on the live stream so everyone can see, and I'll make sure I get everyone's. But yep, we are about to start the main event very shortly. And as I mentioned before, Fizan actually interviewed Jazza Dickens. So if you go to the page, go to the channel and scroll down a little bit, you will see the link to the interview. So yeah, it was a really interesting interview, and yeah, might be worth watching it after this fight. Okay. And guys, for those of you that wondering how to watch it, so you can just download the app from an app store on Android or iOS. It's only $1.99 per month subscription, so you can literally just buy it for the month for $1.99, and you can watch the main event right now. It's very easy to download. F said, I actually thought Webb might win. You know what? Webb actually looked very good coming into this, and I was surprised that it ended so early. Yeah, Webb's had a really good record, to be fair, 13 wins. So yeah, he had every chance to win. But it'll be interesting how this will affect Webb going forward, because this is quite a big loss for him to lose so early in the fight. And it makes me question, was there something wrong with him? Like, was he not himself coming into this fight? Yeah, Webb's never lost in a first round like this before, so this will be interesting. But of course, congratulations to Fabio Wardley. It's his night. He continues his undefeated streak. Now, I don't know if you guys watched the fight before this one, but the boxer, what's his name? Alan Babic, he defeated his opponent, and straight after that in the interview, he actually proposed to his girlfriend in the interview. You can actually watch it on Twitter if you go search on DAZN Boxing, but he proposed straight to his girlfriend. I'm not sure about that. I thought it was a little bit cringe, but you know what? Congratulations to them. I just didn't expect them to do it during the boxing interview. But if you guys watched that, let me know what you guys thought of that. It was quite funny. Okay, so Wardley is just doing his interview now. Dylan White and Tony Bellew are having the savage. Yeah, so the savage guy who just proposed to his girlfriend. But by the looks of it, it looked like she already knew he was going to propose, but she was just acting as if she wasn't expecting it. But hey, who am I to judge? So they're just showing the replay of the Wardley and Webb fight that we just saw. And Wardley just throws punches aimlessly at Webb. And they do land. Webb goes down. Sean says that was an early stoppage. I think it's a fair point to say, because Webb did go down. And I do think that the referee should have given him the 8 count, because that could have given him a few seconds to recover. I see your point on why you might say it's an early stoppage. Sometimes it's hard to really know. You know, the referees are always doing what they have to do to protect the boxers and look out for their well-being. So sometimes they would rather be kind of safe than sorry. But it's a fair point there, Sean. I see why you might think it's an early stoppage. Tony Bellew and Dylan White are here at the stadium as well, just giving their insights. I've got the volume down, so I can't hear specifically what they're saying. But you got to love a bit of Tony Bellew, don't you? He doesn't stop talking. The Liverpudlian. Tony Bellew, hopefully he gets home safely to his wife and kids today. Okay. And yeah, we've got Dylan White here as well, giving his inputs on this. And very shortly, we should see the ring walks for Jazza Dickens versus Kid Galahad. The ref on the basic fight was amazing. Oh, on the Babic fight. You know what? I didn't actually watch the full Babic fight, but I would assume so, yeah. So they switched referees after the Babic fight, which is fair. So yeah, I missed that fight, but you know, it's interesting how much like a referee like their input and their decision makes huge, like they make huge outcome decisions on these fights. So it's interesting how much they say. F just said it's pronounced Babich. Thank you. I did not know that. I'm so bad at pronouncing things, but thanks for that. Yeah, thanks for that. I only caught the end bit of the Babich versus Bennett fight, and how did it end? It was a technical knockout, so it was a great win. And at the end, yeah, just good. So Bennett, he looked like he was very gassed out throughout that whole fight. He tired out very, very early. So I think, yeah, and then it was his corner basically threw the towel in. He looked incredibly gassed out, so I think it was fair for them to throw the towel in. Definitely needs to work on his stamina. Sean said you should watch it back. It's a great fight. Yeah, I should watch it back from the start. Bora says it was a bad stoppage. I assume you're talking about the recent fight, which is the Wardley versus Webb fight. Sean also said it was a bad stoppage. So I think, you know what, I do think there's going to be a fair few people that would say it was a bad stoppage. It was a first round stoppage. So maybe the referee could have, let it go on for a bit longer. If you guys watched the fight, so Webb actually went down and then the referee stopped it. Maybe the referee should have given Webb the 8 count, which also gives him a bit of time to recover, then let the fight continue. If he was taking more damage, then maybe stop it. Sean said they stopped it on the stall. Yeah, that's right. So this is for the Babich fight where his opponent was just gassed out and they threw the towel in because he was too tired. How was the first fight between these guys? I assume you're talking about the Wardley versus Webb fight, which I've just watched. Oh, so you're talking about the Kid Galahad versus the Jazza Dickens fight. So I did not watch this fight, but Kid Galahad actually beat Jazza Dickens by technical knockout in round number 10. So yeah, I'm sure that's on YouTube and that's available for you guys to watch. Yeah, Galahad did beat Jazza in the first fight. So this is interesting, right? So this fight happened all the way back in, what year was it? 2013. So about 7-8 years ago, this fight happened. And yeah, I guess it's either repeat or revenge. So based on that result, you might be inclined to say that Galahad will win again. My honest prediction is that I think Dickens does have the advantage here because he's actually had a lot of good victories since the Galahad fight. And he's been more active than Kid Galahad. Kid Galahad hasn't actually fought for about 6 or 8 months, I think. His last fight was in February 2020. So that will affect his performance a little bit. But yeah, it'll be... guys, everyone who's watching the live stream, let us know in the comments what you guys think is going to happen in this main event. Will it be repeat? So will Kid Galahad win again? Or will it be revenge? Will Jazza Dickens get the victory this time? Okay, and I'm just hearing a bit of nuance. So that one was for the British title, and now it's for the world title. So a lot more at stake here. And this is the world, yeah, for the vacant IBF Featherweight title, correct. So interesting. I don't usually keep up with featherweights. I tend to keep up more with the heavyweights. But yes, this is for the vacant IBF Featherweight title here today. And this is the boxing stadium in Brentwood. Jazza to Nick reappoints. Sarflight Gag says, "Who are you?" My name's Kev, so I am good friends with Fazan, who runs the page, but he's just not here today. He's busy, so I'm just covering this fight, which is the Jazza Dickens versus Kid Galahad fight. Don't worry, I haven't taken over Fazan. I'm just covering for this one match, and you will see him next week in the other fights. Whereas Inzi. He'll be back. They were Sean said they were bantamweight when they fought the first time. So yes, they have actually changed weight classes a little bit. So this is now, yes. So it went from in 2013 when they fought, they were fighting for the British Super Bantamweight title, and now it's for the IBF Featherweight title. So yes, there's been a slight change in weight division here. Kev, Quality Shots boxing correspondent. That's how I like to call myself. I am his. I like to say I'm his right-hand man, his correspondent. Sarfak says, "Oh, welcome. Thank you for the welcome." And so it's a legacy fight, basically, from Bat's Camper podcast. I think so, yes. I think it's a legacy fight because, you know, they've already met once, and this is much bigger stakes here, a bigger title here. I think this is going to almost, you know, outline their career going forwards, depending on who wins this fight. And they're just showing highlights, I think, of another fight of, I think it's Kid Galahad versus somebody else, but they're just showing some other highlights at the moment. Guys in the live stream, let us know in the comments what you guys think is going to happen in the main event fight. Will it be Jazza Dickens to win or Kid Galahad to win? Let us know. F has just said that he thinks Jazza is going to nick it via points, which is a fair prediction. What else do you guys think is going to happen, or how do you think this fight's going to turn out? Let us know. F says, yeah, for sure. Both have fought for a world title once and both failed. This is their second chance. Yes, they have. So yes, Kid Galahad, his chance for the featherweight title was against Josh Warrington back in 2019, and he lost by split decision. Jazza Dickens had he lost recently to Guillermo. Okay, I don't know if I can pronounce his name, but someone his name's Guillermo Regon Dukes and Thomas Patrick Ward. So they were his last two losses from Jazza Dickens, and they were both for titles as well. So now this is sort of their next big title fight. I think F says, I think he beat Josh Warrington personally and should have gotten the decision. Fair enough. So I didn't watch that fight, but I think any fight which ends in a split decision can always have a controversial, I guess, you know, opinion from certain people. Unless, I guess, you know, if the fight is won by knockout or it's like unanimous decision where all the judges give the points to one person, then it's probably a fair victory. But split decision can always be a bit controversial. And there's been a lot of fights like that where somebody has won, but everyone thought it was somebody else. You know, that's part of the sport. There's always a bit of bias and a bit of politics involved in boxing. Ringo DX or Ringo, for you, is a fantastic fighter. Thanks, F, for clarifying. As you know, I'm quite bad at pronouncing a lot of these names. Thank you. Isn't Warrington fighting Lara soon? Let me do a bit of research on that. Let me just Warrington. So he is fighting Mariko Lara on the 4th of September in Leeds. Yeah, that's right. Don't know too much about Lara. Oh, they've already fought before as well. Yes, so this is a rematch that Warrington's going to be fighting. He lost to Lara in the first fight, which was in, well, start of this year, February this year. So this is a rematch for Josh Warrington. And sadly, that's actually his first loss. So I guess it makes sense that he wants to get his revenge. Okay, so right now we are seeing Eddie Hearn talking about something. I have my volume turned down, so there's no echo here, so I can't hear specifically what he's saying. Yeah, the rematch. Florian Mark, who was supposed to be tonight. What were the fights tonight? So Yeah, tonight was Fisher versus Whittaker, Fiaz versus Baldespino, Bridges versus Connolly, and Babic versus Bennett. So I've only seen the Babic versus Bennett fight, where Babic beats Bennett, and then I've seen the Wardley versus Webb fight, where Wardley beats Webb in the first round by technical knockout, and now we're just about to see the Galahad versus Dickens fight. Florian Marky fan in the house from F. Nice to see a Marky fan here. Yeah, I didn't know that Marky was meant to fight tonight, so I'm not sure sort of how these undercards get chosen or whatever, but I'm sure there's always some last minute rearranging happening. Right now on the show, you can see Tony Bellew talking about God knows what, but you know, Tony Bellew's that guy who says, "Oh yeah, you'll never see me in boxing again," but he's always there lurking around. And Dylan White was here as well, talking about some of the fights, talking about potential of some of these boxers. Fisher versus Tommy Welch would be a good fight this year. I'm sure it would be. Again, I don't know too much about these ones, these boxers. F would know a little bit more than me. Can't see Tommy Fisher versus Tommy Welch happening. And yeah, Tony Bellew cracks me up. Yeah, he cracks everyone up. He's a bit of an internet meme, isn't he, Tony Bellew? It definitely helps with his Liverpudlian accent as well. Okay, guys, so we've got a few more people now joining this live. So, guys, for those of you that have just joined, we are about to watch Jazza Dickens versus Kid Galahad, the rematch after quite a few years. And yeah, I'm going to be doing live commentary for it. It's me here, Kev, today. So Fazan's not actually commentating, but he'll be on the next fight, which is next week. F says quality shot interviewed Johnny Fisher twice. Nice guy. Great. So, guys, if you want to watch that interview, feel free to scroll back through the channel and you'll find all the interviews that Quality Shot has done. Quality Shot has also done interviewed Jazza Dickens, who's going to be fighting just now. So, guys, it'll be interesting to go watch that interview to see, you know, if what Jazza Dickens said can be backed up tonight in his fight. Bora Hans Page says, stopped way too early. I had Webb winning. So a lot of people have said that they think that Wardley versus Webb fight was stopped too early. I think about 4 people have commented saying that. So look, I think it's a fair thing to say that, you know, it was stopped a bit too early, especially because it was the first round stoppage. And also Webb went down, and as soon as he went down, the referee stopped it. I think the referee could have definitely given him that 8 count or the 10 count to give him that chance. But you know what? This is the way the sport goes, I guess. You know, sometimes the referee has to look after the well-being of the boxers more than, you know, just try to hope that they'll get the win. Web of deceit. It was a very shocking result for me, considering that Webb's had quite a good record overall. And for him to get stopped in the first round was very surprising. So yeah, I was very surprised by that as well. Bizarre F5 pounds. Was thanks for the comment and the £5, Bizarre. Great comms, Kev. Thank you. I try. not quite as good as the original creator of this channel, but you know what? I'm trying. I'm getting there. It's a super chat. Yeah, I was confused about that £5 at first. Scotch Welch was shocked that it was stopped early. Yeah, I think a lot of people are shocked, and I think it's a fair thing to question about why it was stopped quite early. Harris Archer said, "You're watching UFC tonight." No, I'm not watching the UFC tonight. But who's fighting? Harris, let me know who's fighting in the UFC, because to be honest, I only really watch, I guess, some of the big fighters in UFC. So like, I'd watch things like Khabib fighting. I watch heavyweights like Idris Adesanya, Francis Ngannou, those sort of guys. But I don't keep up with UFC as much as I do with boxing. But yeah, Harris, let us know who's the main event of the UFC tonight. It'd be interesting to know. A super duper chat for a super duper. Thanks, F. I'm so ecstatic that you really love this chat. Thank you for the motivation and the wise comments there, F. It means a lot that I'm covering today and I'm doing a good job. Iron Khan says, "What do you reckon? Jazza for the win this time? Definitely not going to be a KO either way." That's a fair point. But yeah, my prediction is I think Jazza Dickens is in the better likelihood of going to win this fight compared to Kid Galahad. One thing that I mentioned earlier is that Galahad hasn't fought in about 6 months. He's been inactive for a little while. And I think Jazza Dickens has actually got a better sort of resume on his record since that first fight. Backcamper podcast says, "Oh, John Jones is fighting. Interesting. Okay, for the UFC." And Harris Archer says Derek Lewis versus Cyril Gane or Jane for the UFC. I sadly haven't heard of these guys, unfortunately. Maybe I should have, but I am not a die-hard UFC fan. I think the only fight that probably interested me were the sort of McGregor fights, only because he's such a loudmouth and he's a bit of a character. Come on, Jazza lad. So Simon Maines, you're supporting Jazza Dickens, which is fair. So Lauren Woods is just interviewing one of the trainers right now, and I think the ring walks are just about to start very shortly. Hopefully this isn't going to be as quick as the Webb versus Wardley fight where it was over in 2 minutes. Hopefully it'll last a bit longer. Okay. And it looks as though the ring walks for both these fighters are about to start. So this stadium is now in the fight's happening in Brentwood in Essex. F just said thoughts on DAZN coverage. I think they're a pretty good channel. I mean, you know, they're not quite as big as I guess Sky and BT, but they do good fights. They do good interviews and they have good people on. You know, they had Bellew and White have on the interview as well, so I think they're pretty good. Yeah, I still think they're on levels with like Sky and BT. Is this Eddie Hearn back card? You know what? By the amount of money he probably makes with these guys, I wouldn't be surprised. He probably has a ring in his back garden as well, and probably a whole stadium. Harris Archer says, "Sweet Caroline." Yep, they're probably singing that right now. Sweet Caroline, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I love that song. So I think me and a few others, we went to watch the Joshua versus Povetkin fight in Wembley Stadium. That was when we got a sense of the atmosphere of Sweet Caroline. Iron Khan says Eddie's garden is bigger. I guess the question is which garden, because I'm sure he's got multiple houses. Harris Archer said, "I'm listening to foreign commentary. They're singing Sweet Caroline. It's too funny." Which country commentary are you listening to, Harris? I'd be interested to know. It actually is his backyard from F. His old house is Matchroom HQ. Oh wow, that's actually interesting. I did not know that. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised as well. Eddie's the type of guy who'd brag about it, saying, "Oh yeah, this fight happened in my back garden." he probably wouldn't stop going on about it. Eddie Hearn's that type of guy that will just brag about things, you know, bring him back up afterwards. Okay, so the commentator is just about to introduce the two fighters. I'm not sure who's first in this ring walk. I would assume it's Dickens because Galahad won first time, so Dickens is the challenger. Harris said she's watching it in Spanish. Okay, interesting. Ashad has just joined. Thank you so much. Thanks for the kind comments. I try. It's my first time doing this one alone, but thank you. These do motivate me. Okay, so guys, Dickens is just about to do the ring walk. Jazza Dickens is coming in. He looks very confident, very comfortable. A quick ring walk, that is. Raring to go. Here he is, just making his entry into the ring right now. He's got his corner, his trainers, his guys, his cornermen all there. Just warming up a little bit. So guys, for those of you that aren't that want to watch this fight, you can just download the app, the DAZN app, and it's only $1.99 for the month, so it's very cheap if you want to watch it. Camper podcasted. The tickets for Usyk versus AJ sold out already in one day. That would not surprise me at all. Literally, it's like a concert for something like that. F said super chat alert. Okay, so Kid Galahad is just making his ring walk now. He's just making his entry. So guys, for those of you that have just joined the chat, we're about to watch the main event, which is Jazza Dickens versus Kid Galahad. For those of you that don't know, so this is technically a rematch. They actually fought back in 2013, where Jazza Dickens lost to Kid Galahad by technical knockout in round 10. This was in Rotterdam, England. And at the time, Kid Galahad won the British Superweight Bantamweight title. Now they are fighting for the vacant featherweight title. So there's been a slight weight change and, of course, a much bigger title on the line. Any illegal streams? Unfortunately, I would not know any of them. But Fondue Dave, it is only £1.99 if you want to watch this, and you have the DAZN subscription for the month. So that's my best recommendation. I wouldn't know any illegal streams. But I will be commentating as well as I can. So hopefully with my commentary, you can literally picture the fight and you don't need to watch it. Okay, here we go. Looks like they're about to start very shortly. Harish Arshton, who am I supporting? So based on their resumes, their recent wins, I want to say that Jazza Dickens is likely to win this fight. So I think it's going to be revenge. Fondue is cheeky. You only need to listen to Kev's beautiful voice. Thank you, F. Yes, as I said, I like to think that my commentary will literally paint a picture of the fight, so you don't need to even watch it. just mesmerize it and picture it for what I'm saying. So yeah, Harris, my prediction is Jazza Dickens. In terms of victory, I think it's going to go the distance. I think with this sort of weight category, knockouts are less likely to happen, and they both probably seem quite sharp. So I think it's going to go the distance, which is 10 or 12 rounds. I'm not sure how many it is, but I think it's going to go the distance. And yeah, I think Jazza Dickens will win on points. You know, Jazza Dickens has had some big victories recently in the last couple of years. Kid Galahad. So Kid Galahad's actually got a very good record. He's only lost to Josh Warrington back in 2019. But his last fight was in February 2020. So I just realized it's been 1 year and 5 months since Kid Galahad has boxed. I'm not sure why he was out for so long. But yeah, Kid Galahad has been out. He hasn't fought for over a year. So I think this could affect him quite badly. I'm not sure what the reasoning was, if he was injured or he just didn't want to fight. Jazza Dickens, his latest fight was against Ryan Walsh, where he beat him. That was in December 2020. So about 7-8 months ago. Pat's Comper podcast, they're both in their 30s and there will be a last chance for a title fight. That's interesting. I still think that, you know, you can still fight up until your mid-30s, but yeah, I think when you get to your 30s, you don't have that many years in front of you because obviously, you know, your stamina, your agility goes down. Bidding his time, will inactivity harm him? I personally think it will. I think for something like boxing, inactivity can affect you. But it'll be interesting to see if otherwise. If he's trained really hard, then it could go the other way. But I think the inactivity will affect him. Brentwood Singh says he's got 250 on Galahad to win. Well, I hope you make your money on that. I hope it's not a loss. Iron Khan said £250. Yeah. Personally, I wouldn't have put that money on Galahad. But you know what? If you get the win and you, I don't know how much you want your win, if you triple it or whatever, then congratulations to you. Okay, and the fight is literally just about to start. So let's see what happens. Okay, both fighters eyeing up their opponents. So for those of you watching, Galahad's in the white and black. Dickens is in the black and gold. Dickens looks... They both look quite sharp. It's very much of a feel-up round so far. They're not just swinging aimlessly. Harris Archer said, can already tell that Galahad's going to get smoked. If I'm being honest, I would agree with you, but I've got to try keep the commentary as unbiased as possible. Guys, for those of you that have just joined the chat, so we are just watching the main event on DAZN, which is the Kid Galahad versus Jazza Dickens rematch. It's just started, round 1 of 12. 1 minute into the first round. And yeah, guys, let us know in the comments down below what your predictions are and who you guys think is going to win. F said Galahad looks a bit dead at the weight. He had to strip naked for the weight to make the weight. Yeah, you know, anyone who has to strip naked for the weight is obviously milking it a little bit. He looks a bit dead at the weight. Yeah, they both look very lean though. This is why I don't think this fight will end in a knockout, considering such, you know, the light weight that they're carrying. It's hard to get a knockout because they're not really power punchers. They're just, you know, boxers. Like, they're going for points. They're going for outboxing their opponent. F said, how's the first round going? So far, I think the first round's pretty equal. They've both really thrown a lot of jabs. You know, no one's thrown any clean punches yet, I don't think, but it's a very much of a feel-up round so far. You know, they both look very sharp. They both look like they're really focused. It seems to be like one punch back and forth. So like Galahad throws and then Dickens throws back. I wouldn't say anyone's in the lead so far. It's very even. They're very fast. How's the southpaw of Jazza? Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so Jazza Dickens is southpaw. Kid Galahad is orthodox. Orthodox versus southpaw. So yeah, Jazza Dickens leads with his jab right hand. I just subscribed. I hope you do more watch along. Bro, thank you so much. Thanks for subscribing, Brentwood Singh. Yes, thank you. That means a lot to me that you subscribe based on this. So thanks, and I will be on more watch alongs. Me and the rest of the crew will be on the next one. So thanks so much for subscribing. Yes, for those of you who are watching and haven't yet subscribed, please. But if you guys are not only interested in boxing, but we also do cricket and tennis. So if you're interested in any of those commentaries, then feel free to please subscribe and like the video. It helps us out massively on the channel. Zhao Yu said, who will win? I think Jazza Dickens would win this fight. So it's just been the end of the first round, and Jazza Dickens is just getting a bit of Vaseline put over his eye. I don't. Looks like there's a cut there, but I can't really see clearly. I might not be. He looks a bit red on the eye already. And they're just showing some replays. So Jazza Dickens actually threw a good right hand there at Kid Galahad, but then Kid Galahad actually countered Bell with a good right hand. Jazza Dickens was just getting quite a bit of Vaseline put on his eye. I'm not sure if there was a bit of swelling already, but it looked like there was a slight cut, which is quite early. Yeah, F said I'll be doing the next week with Mohammed. Yes, for Butasi versus Bolon next. Yeah. Great Britain's done well in Olympics boxing. Yes, we've done well overall in a lot of sports. Actually, there's been a lot of gold medals won by Great Britain actually over this Tokyo Olympics. I encountered Kid will win by KO in round 7. That's a fair prediction. It'll be interesting to see this fight. I still think my money's still on Jazza Dickens, but let's see what happens. F said, who took round 1 for you? I'd say marginally. No, I think it was very tight. I think it was an even first round. It's very hard to say on that one. But I'm keeping my eyes on this one. It looks as though... You know what? Strangely enough, Kid Galahad looks like he's actually throwing a few more punches than Jazza Dickens. And Jazza Dickens does actually look a little bit fatigued already. I might just be seeing things incorrectly here, but Kid Galahad looks like he's sort of dominated a little bit more in this round. So first round was even for me, but this round I think Galahad might take the round. Hopefully it's not stopped on a cut. Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not. That'll be really unfair, but you know that's part of the rules, I guess. Oh, Kid Galahad's coming forward, throwing a few more punches at Jazza Dickens. Yeah, Jazza Dickens looks like he's got his left eye looks a fair bit swollen, quite a bit of redding going on there. And for it to be swollen this early could affect him. But yeah, he's because after that first round they put quite a bit of Vaseline. Fight stopped by a cut are so frustrating. Well, look, it's fair, but then, you know, I guess their well-being is important as well. If their cut looks like it could lead to some sort of blindness, I think the doctor has to step in and stop it. What power punches Galahad having success with? You know what? He's doing well with the combination. So the jab and then the right hand, he's actually doing quite well with. But it's all just really fast, to be fair. I think, yeah, so Galahad's actually doing a jab and right hand or double jab and right hand. So the jab's almost opening up Dickens, and then when he's opened up, he throws the right hand. Sorry, the left hand, because he's southpaw, of course. So it's jab with the right hand, and then cross with the left hand. And I actually think Galahad won that round. I think Galahad won that round. I do think Dickens is actually looking a little bit fatigued very early on. I know it's a strange thing to be this fatigued, but his eye does look a bit swollen. So he needs to be really careful, basically. You know, Galahad looks okay. They're just putting a bit of Vaseline on his face. So it's the end of round 2. And I'd say that last round may have been Galahad's round. Throwing in the 1-2 from F. Yeah, Galahad orthodox and Dickens southpaw, yes. So it's toe-to-toe. And yeah, oh yeah, there's a... Yeah, so, okay, so Jazza Dickens is actually cuts on the left eye. You can see a bit of blood that they had to wipe away. This can affect him. Zhao Yu said he will win. How much time results? So we're just going into the 3rd round of the fight. The 3rd round's just started. By the looks of it, I think Galahad seems to be winning. I think he took that last round. He's thrown a few combinations at Dickens, and Dickens, he's throwing back, but I feel like he's not really landed accurately. Galahad seemed like he landed a few more. They're clenching a little bit. I think that left eye of Dickens is bothering him a bit, just the way it looks like it's slightly closing a bit. Oh, well, it was a good right hook there from Jazza Dickens back to Galahad. But Galahad looks like he's taking these punches really well. If said any head movement, you know what? Not really, actually, because I feel like they're trying to move the heads, but because they're both so quick, especially with the jabs, they're not moving the head quick enough to miss the shots. So they're not really slipping. Good footwork, though. They're really moving around the ring because they're quite lightweight, I guess. So they're moving around, but there's not too much head movement going on. They're just trying to counter a lot. Who will win? Kid will win or not? So my predictions initially were Jazza Dickens, but this fight seems to be, so far, this fight looks like it's going Kid Galahad's way. Things could change, but I'm trying to give the most unbiased commentary possible. And right now it does look like Galahad is winning the fight. And it is also very early for Dickens to be cut on that left eye. That will affect him throughout the fight. It's very much a bit of a feel-up moment now. They're both just trying to look for openings, go for jabs. Or Galahad just got a bit of a warning there. I think that was a slightly low punch there, or I think he almost put him in a headlock, so just a little warning from the referee there. Kid is winning for sure. Yeah, I agree. I think Kid is winning this, and I think Kid is winning this round as well. I feel like, so Dickens is actually clinching a little bit now, so I feel like Dickens might be starting to get hurt quite early on because he's clinching a bit. Yeah, Dickens looks a little bit hurt as well. Who is winning? I am pissed my DAZN crashed after the proposal. Oh, that's the worst time for it to crash. At least he caught the proposal bit. So right now it's third round, and I think Galahad is winning this. Yeah, it looks like Galahad's winning this. Dickens does look a bit hurt, a bit fatigued. He's got a fair bit of a cut over his left eye. And there was a couple of clenches there by Dickens. So I think whenever a boxer starts to clench, to me, that tells me that they're a little bit hurt because that's their way of recovering. And he's getting, yeah, look, so he's in the corner now. The cutsmen are really putting a lot of, like, what do you call it? Like almost surgery type thing over his cut. They've got the cotton bud. They put the Vaseline over his cut. Yeah, Dickens does look a bit hurt, especially with that cut over the left eye. Mango lassi is laying. I love mango lassi. Yeah, mango lassi is good. Passion fruit lassi is good as well. Yeah, from an Indian family, we have a lot of lassi. Tony Bellew, the type of guy to say what after the first date. We after the first date. What date we are? Yeah. Tony Bellew, the type of guy to just talk loads of nonsense, isn't it? Okay, so we're going into round number 4 of 12. Round number 4 has just started, and so it looks as though Dickens is trying to throw back. But I do think, Kid Galahad does actually look a lot sharper than Dickens today, actually. Yeah, I think Galahad is Dickens is definitely throwing the punches, but I feel like Dickens is in a lot more pain right now. He looks a bit more fatigued from the punches. Galahad looks fine. Oh, and Galahad's getting a bit of a warning, another warning now from the referee. I think that was another low blow there. So he needs to be careful. Because, yeah, this could lead to a point loss. Dave Allen was definitely a set 8 kid. Yeah, I haven't watched many of Dave Allen's fights, though, but I know he fought, well, he beat a few of the guys that fought tonight. Okay, so this fight, there's a bit of clinching going on. They've been pushed into the ropes, referee splitting them up. So yeah, guys, for those of you who just tuned in, so we are watching the main event of DAZN, which is the Galahad versus Dickens rematch. We are in round number 4 of 12 right now. F said, "Come on, Jazza, might get busy." Yeah, I agree. I think Jazza is trying to get busy, but I just feel like he's a little bit hurt right now, and he's been a bit wary. Galahad looks a bit more sharp and looks a bit more alert, and I think Galahad senses the fatigue of Dickens already, which is why he seems like he's sort of walking him down a little bit. Dickens is on the back foot, but he is trying to go for it. He is trying to go for the combinations, but I feel like Dickens just has the quick impulse of combinations, and he misses most of them. Whereas Galahad's actually going for like more accurate punches. Like he's got a good jab going on. He's catching him more cleanly with the shots. Galahad's definitely a bit more accurate right now. I feel like Dickens is just going for a bit of like aimless punches here and there. Marco the type of guy to shout to and talk to a library. Zhao Yu, when result will come. Well, so we're still around number 4. I'm not sure if this will go the distance. It could end in a knockout early. F says Lord Bora. Yeah, it was an interesting comment about Marco to shout, not to talk in a library. Accuracy over volume is key. Yes, I agree. In boxing, accuracy over volume is key, because just throwing punches aimlessly is going to gas you out. Okay, so we've just finished round number 4. But they're showing somebody else talking at the moment, so I can't really see what's happening in the corners of the two guys. Josh Warrington's actually talking to Laura Woods right now. Live the vid, guys, and you give him love for super chat. Great comms, Kev. Thanks so much. Thanks for that kind words of wisdom here. Out here on my own, but giving it my best shot. But thank you for that. Ben versus Marco in Albania, that will set a lot of tickets. Yeah, I'm sure it will. F said, "Do you think Jazza can get back into this? You got it 3-0 to Galahad." Yeah, I think Jazz can. But if I'm being honest, I think Dickens is looking a bit fatigued now, and I think Galahad's noticing this, which is why I think Galahad's just gonna keep going after him. I can see blood on Dickens's face. I think he's cut in a couple of places. This is an interesting one, because I am actually still backing Dickens, but by the way it's going, I think Galahad is in the lead by a fair bit. I'd say it's 3-0 right now. Yes, as F said, please like the vid. So guys, for everyone watching, please guys, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Quality Shot, where you get loads of quality content from boxing, tennis, and cricket, if you guys are interested in those sports as well. And please like the video, as it does help our channel massively. Thanks so much, guys. Babik, the Yugoslavian Tyson. I wouldn't quite put him as good as Tyson, but I see where you're coming from there. Kid, yes, Sheikh Mush, Kid G, very comfortable so far. That's one thing I'm noticing, is that Kid Galahad looks a lot more comfortable in this ring than Dickens. Dickens, I think with the cuts and his mouth starting to open a little bit, he looks a little bit more tired. Kid Galahad looks like he's only just started, his mouth's still closed. He doesn't look like he's gasping for air so much. And this is the thing with boxing, right? It's a matter of a psychology game, because when you notice that your boxer or your opponent is starting to get tired, that's when you know you have the advantage, so you'll just keep going for it. I do have Kid Galahad winning this so far, which I was quite surprised about, considering he hasn't fought in over a year. I thought this will affect his stamina. I feel like Dickens is still trying to go for it, but he's missing a lot. Galahad is going for the more accurate punches, and he's getting them, he's landing them. Galahad, not Galahad. Thank you. Thank you for that. Mango Lassie, I love that name as well. Galahad. I would rather kill myself than watch another Joyce fight. He is slow and boring. I agree about he being slow. I don't know if I'd say he's boring. I think he's done well in his recent fights against Carlos Tucker and Dubois. Joyce is stiff. Can't lie, he's boring. I get you. I do get the point. He is a bit stiff and slow, and I think he'd struggle against the top heavyweights. Unless it's Joyce fights one of the big boys. Agreed. I'd rather watch paint dry than watch Joyce fight. That's everyone's entitled to their opinion. Yes, they're just showing Derek Chisora right now. Not sure what he's doing, but he's just there. He's not even talking to anyone. He's just there. Yeah, I agree with F here. Joyce isn't bad. It's just a bit slow. He's got a very good chin, and that's what sort of helped him get through the fight so far. I think he's got an incredible chin. Okay, so look at the stats. Galahad's landed, I think, 19% of shots, where Galahad has landed 19% of shots. Dickens has landed a lot less. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the corner now, so Dickens looks like he's almost, his left eye is looking really swollen. There's a lot of blood coming out of the left side of his face, which is definitely going to affect him. Galahad looks he looks sharp, he looks fine. So far, I'm seeing this fight go to Galahad. Galahad. Sorry, I'm still struggling with the pronunciation. By this Pacquiao fight, I believe that's next week, isn't it? I think if we were talking about this, it's next week, but it's at like 1 a.m. UK time. Confirm if I'm wrong, but it's next week, I think. Okay, so we're going into round number 6. Okay, Galahad is just putting Dickens in a headlock. Another warning there. Harris said you're going to stream that fight. It's a big one. You might as well. Well, for us in the UK, it's at 1 a.m. So probably not, because that's it's going to ruin my sleep schedule, sadly. Pacquiao spends August the 21st. There we go. Okay, back to the fight. So round 6, and yeah, Dickens does look quite hurt now. His face is just reddened up slowly, and has a lot of blood coming up from Dickens now. It's like he looks like his face is quite badly like bruised up, blooded up, and I don't know if this is how badly this will affect him in the second half of the fight. Harris said that he's in the UK and he's going to stay up for that. Suit yourself, mate. Suit yourself. I just know that me working a corporate job, I will literally destroy myself staying up till 1 a.m. I'll struggle to wake up next day. But Harris, enjoy the fight. Enjoy the fight. I'm sure it'll be a great fight. Any Pacquiao fight's a great fight. Okay. So it's a bit of a feel-up round now here. Well, feel-up moment between these two. They're both just trying to, look for openings, look for the jabs. The white gloves of Galahad. Galahad is just slightly covered in blood now. If you guys are watching this fight, you'll see F said there'll be a watch-along on here. So I think F's quality shot will be staying up till 1 a.m. to watch the fight. And what do you call it? Harris said you got Twitter. Yes, we do have a Twitter page for the channel. I don't know what the name is. I'll let F confirm the name in here, and I'll put it up if you guys want to follow the Twitter account. Unpopular opinion: Jake Paul is a good boxer. I'm sure he is. I do feel like he's more of a sort of a media personality than a boxer, but he has done well. I think Fazan is going to do the watch along for the Pacquiao fight, but he can confirm that. And Harry said I'm actually going to illegally stream Jake Paul fights. Yes, as I said, it's going to be Fazan and Mohammed that's going to be streaming that fight. Thanks. So, Harris, you just asked about Twitter. So the Twitter is Quality Shot 1. It's up here. So if you want to follow the Twitter page for Quality Shot, please feel free to. Okay, so watching, looking at the corner. Okay, Jazza Dickens looks like he's in quite a bit of pain right now. The towel's just covered in quite a bit of blood here, and look, Dickens looks really badly hurt, really badly fatigued. Harris said, "My man, eye is closing." Yeah, that eye looks like it is closing. I don't know how it's going to carry him for the last 7 rounds. Sorry, for the last 6 rounds. Okay, so the judges have scored. One of the judges has scored this 55-59. So 59-55 in favor of Galahad. Harris said, Faisal, how do you know everything? He's a good friend of Fazan's, that's why. Okay, here we go. The match is getting quite tense now. So bigger punches are being thrown by both men. I think Dickens is almost covered in blood coming up to his body now. And he's taken some big shots. I think, yeah. There's a chance that that Dickens' corner may throw the towel in based on how much damage he's taken and how badly hurt he looks. So you're not Fazan. Yeah, he is Fazan's long lost brother. Agreed. Yes, Kid Galahad. Sorry, Galahad is winning the fight. So, oh yeah, Dickens does look quite badly hurt. And this is going to be upsetting considering Fazan actually interviewed Dickens, and we were all hoping that Dickens will win this fight, but by the looks of it, I don't think so. Unless Dickens can take out a big punch, I think I see Kid Galahad winning this one. Yeah, F is indeed a loyal subscriber. He knows details. Whereas Fazan's not here today. He's just he's off, but he will be live streaming the next week's fights, so you'll see him very shortly. And I'll be on that one as well. Why do you guys want Dickens to win? Well, it's because Fazan interviewed him on this channel. What round is it for a minute from Brentwood? So we're in round number 7. We've got 31 seconds to go with round number 7. And this fight has so far gone quite favorably in Kid Galahad's favor. He's won, I think, every single round apart from one. And Dickens looks really bad. Dickens his face is covered in blood, mouth open. If I'm being honest, I think Dickens' corner may throw the towel in because he looks like he's in a lot of pain, lot of blood coming out. Said that this stream would be on and the Pacquiao one will be streamed. But the community tab said that this stream would be on and the Pacquiao one would be streamed. Okay, so yeah, this is just about the account for streaming the Pacquiao fight. Harris said Dickens is losing. Correct. Yeah, he is. I sadly don't think Dickens is going to get this one unless he can really pull out a big punch. Iron Khan said I did say round 7. Could be the next round. Could be the next round. Who's your favorite Bollywood actor, if anyone? I'd say Amitabh Bachchan. Who's yours, Harris? Sad thought Dickens would do a lot better. Yeah, I just didn't expect Kid Galahad to be this sharp, really. Bats Compass says, I think the fight will be stopped. I agree. I think either will be stopped or Dickens' corner may throw the towel in. He's still got 5 rounds to get through, so I think it could be a late stoppage from Galahad. F says, like the video, guys. Yes, please, guys. If everyone can like the video, I'll be much appreciated. And for those of you who haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to Quality Shot. It means a lot to us on the channel. Only Shah Rukh Khan I like. That's fair. That's fair. What's your favorite film of him, of Shah Rukh Khan? F says hard to watch. Yes. I assume you guys are all watching this through the DAZN app. So yeah, it is hard to watch, especially watching Dickens taking a bit of punishment right now. I mean, Dickens looks like he's cut in quite a few places now. If you look at his face, he's just red his face now. And Galahad doesn't even look that badly hurt. Doesn't even look that tired. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for Dickens. Harris, man, my name is Khan. Ramli Banadi, Jodie a lot. I haven't watched those at all, to be honest. I don't even watch that that movie. The only one of my favorite Bollywood films is actually Three Idiots and maybe Om Shanti Om. Those are the only ones. But yeah, I haven't really watched a lot of Bollywood movies. What's going on, Kev? Good question. So right now it's just continuous, I think, domination from Kid Galahad. Round 8 of 12. Kid Galahad's throwing. I mean, Dickens is throwing a few punches as well, but I think Dickens looks to be in a lot of pain. Galahad is definitely taking the lead. Dickens looks like he's quite badly hurt. He's wobbling around the ring a little bit. The punches that Dickens throws, it looks like it's not really landing. It's not really doing much damage. Galahad's punches are doing a lot more damage to Dickens. Om Shanti Om is good. It's a good movie. Yes, it's a matter of time before stoppage. I agree. I think this is going to get stopped either by the ref or either by Dickens's corner. Why Dickens is bending down all the time. I think Dickens is trying really hard to avoid the punches, but I just think so. Dickens' hands are down right now, and that's really bad sign. Either that he's gassed or that he's trying to change tactics. 20 seconds left in round number 8. And yeah, I really think this fight is only going to go one way now. Harris said, whose side is Eddie Hearn on? I'm not sure, but he'd probably be on Dickens' side. Dickens is trying really hard to sort of avoid the punches by just using his head movement and not using his hands. To me, that looks like he's very tired. Okay, so we've just finished round number 8 now of that fight. Roy Woods talking to Josh Wellington. Eddie Hearn looks stressed, so I'm guessing Dickens. Yeah, I think Eddie Hearn's maybe back in Dickens. F said neither. He won the purse bids and doesn't represent either fighter. He used to promote Kid Galahad. Fair enough. Thanks for that insight there. And you're seeing, okay, they're showing the replay of their feet now because you're seeing orthodox versus southpaw. There's a lot of stepping on each other's feet because Dickens' right foot is almost at Galahad's left foot because of the orthodox versus southpaw stance. Okay, we are just starting round number 9 of 12 of Dickens versus Galahad. Right, let's see where this is going. It looks as though Galahad is trying to throw some punches. Sorry, Dickens is trying to throw the punches early on, but it just looks like Galahad is dominating most of the round, each of these rounds going forwards. Dickens needs to try something, take a risk. I feel like Dickens is trying at the start. He's actually trying to throw his hands a little bit, but it's just not working because Galahad's actually moving around, slipping the punches. Yeah, this looks like it's really going to get stopped. I think Dickens looks badly hurt now. It's just red all over his face. Who is this F? He knows everything, man. Yeah, He does. He's a loyal fan of Quality Shot. A man who knows his boxing, how is correct. He does know his boxing probably better than me. If I never see you in cricket streams, maybe because you're streaming at that time. No, I promise you that F is not bizarre. It's another fan, a big fan of ours. Game over. I agree. The fight, if we're talking about the fight, yes, it is pretty much game over for Dickens. Dickens, yeah. So Dickens is just covering up now. Galahad is just throwing a lot more punches. Dickens is clenching this again to me. Okay. Dickens is just covering up now, taking a few more punches, but just covering up. Yeah. A few more punches thrown there by Galahad, and Dickens is slightly wobbling around Dickens is wobbling around the ring a little bit. I think this could get stopped. It's 30 seconds to go in round number 9, and Dickens is just not throwing a lot of punches now. It's just Galahad throwing a lot. Do you like Olympics? And do you watch highlights? I haven't really been watching the Olympics so much. I've been busy doing other stuff. Galahad keeps stepping on man's foot. Yes, so it's orthodox versus southpaw. Oh, okay. So Galahad is just throwing a lot of punches now. Dickens is being forced to cover up. The crowd are on their feet. This looks like a sign that he's just going to go for it. And the round's over. Maybe Dickens was just saved by the bell. But it's 3 more rounds to go. And Dickens looks like he's almost out of stamina now. This could get stopped in any of the next 3 rounds, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't be surprised if Dickens' corner throw the towel in right now. His towel's just covered in blood. What's that? What's that Batty Boy Brook doing there? I hate Kell Brook. Fair opinion, that is. And oh yeah, you see the replays there. Kid Galahad just throwing aimless punches. And if you look at Dickens' face, it just looks so badly fatigued, so badly swollen up. You just see pain all over his face. And his cutsmen are trying so hard to put the Vaseline all over the cuts, but there's only so much they can do. As soon as he starts taking punches again, it's just going to open up the cuts again. You've got to give credit to Dickens for really trying this hard and actually pushing for this fight. I feel bad Dickens is done. I personally think Dickens is done. I came into this thing hoping that Dickens will win, but I think this is Kid Galahad's night tonight. It's so easy for Galahad to pick chickens. He keeps ducking. So Dickens is not throwing... I'm sorry. Yes, Dickens is not throwing a lot of punches now. He's just trying to slip and move the punches. Or he tried to throw a good left hand there, but Galahad's still ahead of the game. And yeah, Galahad's just throwing some big punches now. It was an uppercut there. Joji Gillang says KO. I think KO is coming quite soon. Either a technical knockout or a knockout, or a retirement from the corner. But yeah, I think this is either it's going to be a point or it's going to be a technical knockout in favor of Kid Galahad tonight. Jazza Hail Mary, please, but looks so unlucky. Yeah, it's not been the best night for Jazza Dickens today. He just looks in so much pain. The face says it all. The cuts, the eyes are looking like they're closing now as well from Jazza Dickens. And now he's just being forced to cover up now. He's just taking a lot of damage, covering up, moving around. This is what they do when they know they haven't got the win. He's still got half a staying in there and trying, but Kid Galahad just looks so fine. He looks like he's only just started the fight. Oh, and right, okay, this is actually quite a bloody, gruesome fight. If you look at Dickens's face, the amount of blood that's coming down of his face is very graphic. It's even hard to watch, if I'm being honest, considering how much. I'd say he's okay. So I think Galahad's actually getting a warning. Okay, Galahad's been has a 1 point deduction because he's low blowed Dickens too many times. But even with that 1 point reduction, I think he's still ahead by a long shot. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, Galahad 1 point off, but that 1 point won't mean anything considering how much he's up by, and it's going to end very shortly. There's just so much blood on Dickens. There's so much blood. And he's just been forced to cover up. He's not really throwing many punches. Galahad's just throwing the sharp punches now. F said, when I box an exhibition fight for 10k, no, I'd want more than 10k for that, for an exhibition fight. Actually, no, it depends who I'd be fighting, I guess. Depends who I'd be fighting. But Joji Galang says, what round now? So I think it's just going into round 10, if I've got this right. Back Campus says, with the judges, who knows who's winning? No, I'm pretty sure they know that Kid Galahad's winning. There's no way they could give this to Dickens. And I'm just looking at the corner of Dickens now. It's almost like they're doing surgery on Dickens. The amount of cuts that he's got, the amount of blood that's going down, and they're literally giving him surgery right now. S says for 100k. Yeah, absolutely. I'd do an exhibition fight for 100k. I take it you would as well, wouldn't you? But I still want time to train for that fight, so I don't make a complete fool of myself. But yeah, 100k, I'd do a fight. Dickens has got black eyes on both of his eyes. He's got cuts on his eyes, his foreheads, under the nose. It's just this is going to take a while for him to recover from this physically. Okay, now we're in round 11 of 12, so 2 more rounds. What's the score and what's the round? So it's round 11 of 12. In terms of the score, so I'd pretty much say this is like all Galahad's rounds so far. It's been like 10-9 rounds for all of Galahad so far. I'd fight a mannequin for 100k. Why not? 100k to fight AJ? Yeah, I'll take it for 100k. I just hope he knocked me out quite quickly. 100k to get knocked out for 500k. Yeah, I'd get knocked out for 500k too. Even Cahill says easy work for Kid Galahad. I agree. Yes, it looks easy for him. Okay, so Galahad's just throwing more punches now. Jazza Dickens is just covering up. He's not throwing a lot of punches now. He's just covering. He looks to be in even more pain than earlier. Thank you for that, Donkey. Galahad, not Galahad. Okay, thank you. Galahad. Did I say that right? Galahad. Fight Fury or fight Wilder? Probably Wilder. He'll be over quicker. Fury, he'd have mercy on me. When you don't follow the sport but need views and ammo. If Dickens has any chance of coming back. Well, Z, I do follow the sport. I just can't pronounce the names. Dickens has any chance to come back? I don't think so, no. Galahad making this look easy. Yeah, absolutely he is. And I think Galahad, I think this is going to get stopped very shortly now. Okay, thank you, Z. I can never tell what's a joke on comments because it's like trying to read sarcasm on comments. I can never tell. Okay, and this right. So the crowd look like they're on their feet right now, and it looks as though Galahad just wants to go for it. And there's one more round left. And Dickens is gonna. I think this is gonna go the distance. I think Dickens is gonna survive. But he looks like he's in so much pain, so much blood coming out. May as well call him a kid. Or Barry, which is his actual name. Oh, it's been stopped. It's been stopped. The corner have thrown the towel in. That's it. It's been a retirement. So Kid Galahad has defeated Jazza Dickens in the 11th round by, I guess, retirement. And that's it. It's over. So it's been a repeat of the rematch. What a fight that was. Is that what you guys expected? Let me just add that to the banner. Wow. And yes, so great victory by Kid Galahad there. Galahad. Great victory. Is a shame for Jazza Dickens because we really did want him to win. But hey, that's what happens. That's a sport. Jazza Dickens looks, yeah, the amount of blood that's coming out of that towel just does not look good. There we go. Let me just hide that and there we go. So Kid Galahad has defeated Jazza Dickens in 11th round technical knockout. What a great fight that was, guys. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Is this what you expected, guys? Let us know in the comments what you all thought. Brentwood Singh says, very good fight. I'm happy and some... Oh, yeah, you put money on this and you won, so congratulations. Harish Arshan said, very one-sided. Galahad was going to knock him out last round and they knew it had to be stopped. I agree. It was only one more round left, but I think it was right for them to stop it because it was just really bad for him to stay in that fight. F says, I think Kid fought well enough to compete against other world champions and unify. I think he fought well, but this is going to take for a while for him to recover from this, I guess, physically and mentally. As F said, please make sure you guys like the video, and please, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Wow. Oh, F says, oh, he's talking about Kid Galahad. Do you think Kid Galahad can unify the division? Absolutely, based on this win. So this is 2-0 to Galahad now because, yes, he's already defeated Jazza Dickens first time, but this is the second time. And this is almost a repeat of the first fight because wasn't the first fight a round 10 technical knockout? So he's almost done it again. Just took him one more round. Wow, fair play to him. Fair play. Harris said, do these guys have real beef? I don't think so. They seem like they had... I feel like it was okay. And Galahad has just won the vacant IBF Featherweight title. So, guys, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. So, yeah, I'm going to end the live there now. But listen, guys, if you haven't done so already, please like and comment on the video of this live stream. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. Myself, Fazan, and Mohammed will be probably in the next boxing fight, which is next week. So please stay tuned for that. yeah, I'm going to end the broadcast now. But guys, thank you so much for watching. And guys, thanks for the comments. Thanks for all the wise words. Cheers, F. Thanks for the motivation today. So yeah, take care, guys, and see you all soon.